Do you work tomorrow, Anisha?
I do indeed. I have work for the next 6 days, so I will have a 7-day week this week.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow. Ganbare.
I'm not excited.
Fighting!
All
Who's
right.
in the darkness?
The one who
The
just
Shadow
woke up.
Lord.
Oh, the one who's up at 5 in the fucking morning. God damn.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Nice job.
We
Good for you.
appreciate you and Jerry so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job, you guys.
Yeah. I woke up at like 4:30 for my alarm, and then I checked Discord.
And you,
And I saw it's like, so we're not streaming tonight, right? And I was like, cool. And then I rolled over and was asleep.
Well, then I guess it's lucky you woke up.
Yeah. It's really lucky I have a hard time going back to sleep.
Yeah, that's never my problem. Oh, it's the leaf. I saw this and I thought, like, what the fuck is that? And I looked behind me and there's nothing there. It's the leaf.
Where's Ume? She's not doing her job.
She's there. She's asleep. She's barking in her sleep.
Oh.
All right. Are we ready?
Oh, no.
Give me just a second. Otis is being a butthole.
He is the
Screen
cute.
resolution changed. When did this happen?
What changed?
My screen
Good.
resolution.
Oh.
'Cause usually it's like, oh, you need a
I'm sorry,
screen
Jerry.
level, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I need to...
Morning.
That was just funny.
Blah. I'll figure it
At least this looks passable on camera. It ain't it in real life.
You look super cute.
Wait, let me get the vibe.
Yeah.
No, Shanisha, your hair looks really nice.
Thank you.
It also looks like a little reddish.
Yeah, it is actually a little reddish, but if I'm in
Oh.
the sun at all, it turns blonde.
Okay, because I only remember you really with like blonde hair.
Yeah, I just haven't been in the sun a lot. Yeah, no, it is a little red. My dad's a ginger.
Cool.
Nisha, I'm just staring at you being like, wow, he looks so nice. And I look,
Thank you.
catch a glimpse of myself. I'm like, oh god.
If it makes you feel better, I am also constantly staring at me because I am very happy.
You do look super dope.
Thanks, guys.
Ah, my eyes are burning. Okay.
It's like you guys are waking up
minutes.
early. I'll work on it. I'll make it worth it for you. And I got.
You say you'll forgive us.
I didn't say I'll forgive you.
I hope you forgive us.
Yeah.
We're the ones dragging you out of bed. On a fucking Sunday.
Jesus.
It's fine. Oh
Oh
god.
no, where did my journal go? With my D&D stuff.
Oh shit, are we doing wine too? God damn it.
We're not. This is actually Dr. Pepper, but
Okay.
That's good, Nisha.
I was
There
gonna.
I am breaking up the wine. Like, yeah.
I was gonna drink
It might be
wine,
in a mug.
but I needed red wine, and I only have white wine, so I was like, I need a dark liquid for this look.
Yeah, I'm
So,
drinking
it
a hot
works.
toddy. I don't know what you're doing, MK.
You know what? Alright. It's gonna give me a headache.
Oh, you don't have to.
Hero? Just kidding.
Oh, Jonathan doesn't drink, and somebody gave him a glass of wine for his birthday. Or not a glass of wine, a bottle. So I could just, it's a screw cap. I could just out the bottle.
Do it, girl. After I
Can't
finish
even
off this
like
Dr.
it.
Pepper, I might open up the wine.
Should I drink a beer?
Yeah!
Fun!
It's Asia's turn to get crunk this time, Jerry.
Yeah! Oh, yeah, for reference for Sally, sorry ran away, but on our Saturday morning games, it's Friday night for Jerry, so he's always with his wine and things, and we're just like, it's 9 a.m.
A good old Asahi.
Ooh.
Hey.
I actually have an umeshu.
Oh, nice.
I might drink some umeshu.
Well, this thing is busted.
You can get started. I am searching. Aha! I knew I had wine glasses somewhere.
Alright. So, whose turn? Sally did the recap last time, so it's someone else's turn.
I think I did the recap the time before. I think
Yeah, I did the recap
someone else.
last time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Surrey
sorry.
stepped up last time.
I'm sorry.
But
Good
I'm not
job,
gonna
Surrey.
step up.
So Sally and Surrey are safe. Jerry or MK?
What we did last time? Hey, my webcam's in the way. Let's see here. I think I gotta look at my notes.
That probably will help. Yes.
I was gonna say bold of you to assume I take notes.
Ah,
I'm sorry, I'm that player.
I can't.
I bring
I
snacks.
don't really think 'em either.
I mean, I am willing to be the note taker if people bring snacks.
I'm only the
Doesn't
note
quite
taker when I
work
know I'm gonna
in
do a
this-
recap.
Yeah.
I'm definitely 100% the walks in 10 minutes late, but also has snacks. That's me. That is historically my job.
I have fantastic notes when I am the player.
Improv, baby.
I have highlighters and everything involved.
Nice.
That's like a that's
Highlighters?
like
Have I not shown you my
Yeah.
notes as a player? I'll show you. I've
at
got
that
pictures.
Or is this why my parents tie a thing of like a thing of like paper towels around the top? Damn it.
Yep. The answer is yes.
I don't drink
Uh,
wine.
I love
These
wine.
are my
Was the
messy
last time we
notes.
played-
I can do Franzia.
Francie is not that
I'm
good.
23. I'm 23, dude. We were playing Slapbag 2 years ago.
There. I've uploaded a picture of my notes.
It will go delightfully with my Nana Chiki.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Mm.
I had chicken nuggets for dinner.
nice.
I love your
love
mood
chicken
lighting.
nuggets.
Was the last time we played last weekend or the weekend before?
The weekend before last.
Slancha.
Oh, okay. So let's see.
Oh, that's actually not that
We
bad.
met a guy named Dozen. John's character. He's
Mhm.
missing his
Dozer
horse.
or dozer?
Dozer.
Dozer. Sorry.
Those.
Yeah. It was like your
Dozer.
dog.
I was actually
Already.
reading this and I'm like, what is this guy's name? Dozen.
Dozen.
It's like, wait a second.
We explored. He was looking for his horse. We don't really know much about him beyond that. But he's traveling with us now. We were exploring town, and we found an inn called the Blood on the Vine Tavern. And there was a little detail about the name of that inn, where it used to be called the Blood of the Vine, but someone changed the name, it looks like. In the inn, we met a man who identified himself as the son of the burgomaster, Mark. He was saying the burgomaster is dead, his father, and he has an issue where the devil wants something to like bite his sister, or has been biting his sister, Irena. So he wants us to travel with them to another town called Valaki, because the devil can't go to Valaki for some reason. Valaki seems to be protected or something from devil. And that was kind of like the main thing, but we also went to a church of the Morning Lord. And we're like, who's the Morning Lord? And we met a guy named Father Donovich, and he had a screaming person in his basement. Pretty sure that was his son. And there was pretty sure that's all the important stuff. I wrote notes about other things, but
So
I don't want to talk.
yeah. So after, and it's Irina. Irina is his sister's name. So after you talked with Ismark at the tavern, he took you to the church, showed you where it is, and Donovich told you could not bury Vala until dawn. And he'll only bury people in the morning because of the Morning Lord. And then Ismark took you back to his home where you did meet his sister. She was properly insulted. And they told you about how they've been attacked every night and their father's heart couldn't take it any longer, and that's how he died. He is currently sitting in a handmade coffin in the den or in the sitting room because they haven't been able to take him to be buried because it was dangerous and they couldn't do it. And then they fed you. You agreed to travel with them to Vallaki after you did some things around town the next day. But it was currently it was noonish, and so you all decided to take a rest because you knew at night that the Burgomeister's mansion was going to be attacked, and you would not get any rest that evening. And
I forgot about that. We're getting attacked.
yeah, and you just at the end, you all woke up to howling. So, Suri, this is when you will choose your new spells because you have taken a long rest.
Mhm.
And I think, Sally, are you a prepared or spontaneous caster?
Paired.
So this is when you will also choose your spells.
I have already chosen them.
Okay.
I am doing that now.
Yeah. So
I am attempting to launch forward and it is taking 20 minutes.
don't know why. I'm going to give you a rundown of the layout of the mansion so that you are aware because I do not have a map. So currently, Salaya and Maeve are sleeping in Irina's room with Irina. Dozer is sleeping in the study by himself, while Ismark is sleeping in his father's old room. And Yor and Keelix are sleeping in Ismark's room with Yor doing strange things with a rope and Keelix sleeping on the bed. Okay, so on the first floor, when you walked into the mansion, it's a long hallway, and then as soon as you walk in, to the right was the den where the father's corpse was. To the left was another sitting room. So kind of like how old houses have like the men's smoking room, and then there's the room where the ladies go for their tea and things after drinks, for drinks after dinner. So like there's the den and then there's the sitting room. And then you walk a little further, there's a large kitchen. There's a closed door that you never really saw into. And then there was another closed door and then a door that led out of the house to the back. And the door that led out of the house was boarded up. And on the front door, there were two large, thick pieces of wood that had to be lifted up to open the door. And they were replaced as soon as you were all getting ready for the night. All of the windows are boarded up. In the hallway, there is a staircase leading up. And when you come up the stairs, immediately to the left, when you're facing the wall, so you go up the stairs, and you're facing the road, like from the front side of the house. So you're looking at the wall to the front side of the house. There is the father's room. There is a balcony in Ismark's room. There is Irina's room next to her father's room. Okay, and her room faces the back of the house. Okay, and across from her room is the study. Okay. So I will actually... I guess I can try to... Ume! Are you okay? We're not doing anything scary yet. It's okay.
Oh, that battle music though. Oh my god.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Okay, so we have the hallway on the bottom staircase. Kitchen. Outside stable thing that you can see from Irina's room and the study. Ume, you're okay. This is the den where the father's corpse is. That is not what I wanted to do. We won't be using this map, hopefully. Most likely, we'll see. But this is to help you guys picture it a little better. There are 2 doors. There's one here and one here. You don't know what's on the other side, but you do know that is the outside of the house. And then there is the sitting room. Here, the stairway leading up. So this is the first floor. Second floor. You have the staircase. The hallway. You have Irina's room. You have the study where Dozer is currently sleeping. You have Ismark's room. You have a balcony. And then you have the father's room, where Ismark is currently sleeping. Okay? So this is just to kind of help you picture it. So,
Which one was Irina's room?
can I write?
Top
There
right,
we go.
right?
Yeah.
This one, yeah? Okay.
Irina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is Ismark. I can't. Okay,
It's
apparently.
like this text.
There we go. And then Daddy. It's really hard to. Okay, balcony. So first,
Well.
Keelix, something is trying to enter your mind. Do you allow it? You don't know what it is, but you feel something pushing against your mind.
Do I allow it?
Mhm.
No, but I probably have some assist. Oh,
Oh, if you say no, that's fine. You don't allow it in.
I
You
do
don't.
not.
You don't have to make any checks or anything.
Okay.
Consent.
Everyone else. So everyone except for Keelix hears in their minds this cold voice. And your skin prickles and it feels like there are icicles on the back of your neck, and it's just like you instantly like tense up. And you hear this voice. Welcome, friends. I am Strahd von Zerovich, and these are my lands. I'm pleased to see you survived those imbeciles. Well, mostly. While I wish I had time for more pleasantries, I've business. Give me Irina, and I'll allow you to leave this town unmolested. You've already lost one companion. Why risk more? Keelix, you don't hear this. Okay. Everyone else.
Oh, gosh.
I can't.
You hear yours say.
I turned to Salai and I was like, "Did you hear that?"
And
so,
I grip the sword. I grip my sword.
okay, Salaya Maeve, you noticed that as soon as you heard that voice, Irina shot up in her bed, and she looked terrified and panicked. And she's reaching for the sword that she kept by her bed. Okay.
I will come into the. I'll knock on the girl's room door, I guess. Hello? Did you guys hear the creepy voice in your head? Or was that just me?
No, we heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I'll ask Helix, did you hear the voice?
Hey.
Is this after we wake up from the howling?
Yeah, the howling is what woke you up. You had about 2 seconds, and then the voice.
Oh, okay. You mean, yeah, the howling? That's probably some big wolves
No.
out here. It's fine.
The guy that calls himself Strahd Vanzerovich and said he's going to molest us if we don't give Irena.
That is more or less what he said. Yeah.
As soon as
Irina.
you
Did
you should go back to
Irina get-
sleep. That sounds like a weird dream that you're having. Maybe you should
Oh,
pee. Maybe that's
I
what your
can't
mind's telling
sleep
you.
now. Not with the threat of molestation looming over my mind.
No.
I
Irina,
am worried about the wolves, though.
Irina, what do you usually do when this happens?
thought
We-
he was only going to. No, sorry.
So we have some provisions already prepared. The windows are boarded up, but sometimes the wood it rots overnight. And there are
Rot.
some crossbows around some of the windows. We don't have enough for every window, but there are some. We need to check. We need to check the windows, and we need to check on Ismark, because sometimes he does. The devil does something, and Ismark takes a long time to wake.
All right. I bolt into Ismar's room.
Okay, Ismark is still asleep, and like dead asleep.
I use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. I get right next to his ear and I go, "Wake up!"
He shoots awake, and I actually need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Dex is a +3. That's a 13.
Okay, let me get my dice out.
I'm gonna get clocked.
I mean, he was kind of on high alert.
Just in case, you know.
Yeah.
I'm about to get popped, guys.
You brought this upon
Nope,
yourself.
because I also rolled very low. So he swings at you, but in his disorientated state, you have plenty of time to like step back, and you're fine. But he like jolts awake, and he sees you, and he's like, "Oh, I'm very sorry.
It's alright. We heard you wake up. It takes you some time to wake up sometimes.
It's not my fault. The devil,
I
the devil
know.
does something."
I believe you. I believe. No time.
You notice that he actually slept in his like leathers and stuff. He did not take off his armor to go to sleep. But he instantly grabbed his sword, and he rushes to the window to the front of the house. And he just kind of like spits at the ground. He's like, "It's here again. Don't leave
We expect
Ivina
this.
alone."
We won't. Maeve's with her.
And
I ask Irina. Oh,
go ahead.
go ahead. Oh, I ask Irina, where do they usually attack from?
Everywhere.
Or what?
Here, come look. And she like shows you like through a very thin line in the boards on her window. You can see. I need you to make a perception check for me, and I'll tell you how much you can see, because it's dark, it's foggy. Okay, so with your perception check, you are actually managed to see the tree line, and there are shadows, like hordes upon hordes of shadows in the tree lines. It's hard to tell exactly what, but you can see the shadows are starting to move closer, and the ones that are closest to you seem to be like humanoids, but they're not walking quite right. They're just kind of like moving towards you. Along with some things that are large beasts walking on 4 legs.
Okay, I would like to cast Spike Growth.
Okay.
So that's a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range.
Okay, what is your range? Because the
Oh.
trees are about 60 feet away from you.
The range is 150 feet,
Okay.
and it's slash 20 feet, and with the circle around
That's
it, I
like
don't
the
know.
radius.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so you shoot it at a point, and then from that point in a 20-foot radius,
Okay.
spike
Wait,
goes.
how far is the tree line
About
away?
60 feet.
Well, it sounds
Sorry, I
like you
can't-
have 100. You have it's
You have
60
plenty
feet
of-
away, right? So
you
you
have-
have a
yeah.
120 foot range or
Mhm.
something.
So
Yeah,
you can
know
go
where we-
double what you
You're,
see.
you're good.
Yeah. You have-
Okay. Okay. So
And
I
you-
just want to cast it so it like covers the front of the house up until however far it goes.
Okay, so you want the 20-foot radius to start at the edge of the house and go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, So
So-
it'll go 40 feet from the edge of the house. Okay, so you cast this. What does it look like?
So it just looks like, you know that scene in Sleeping Beauty where Maleficent turns into a dragon and then there's like that spike
Yeah, the
thing?
thorns.
Like that. Yes.
Beautiful. I love it. So it's only going to cover the back of the house because that's what you're looking at.
Okay.
But that does cover a pretty decent range. All right.
How do I Oh wait, it says you have no available level spell slots.
Oh,
with
you need
which
to
You should do.
Okay.
We just woke up.
you need
you-
to
So,
hit long
long
rest
rest?
and confirm
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, and
It'll
then
count down from 3. You have to confirm it within that time.
Okay. I think I did.
and then you should be
then-
able to have your spell slots back because you guys just woke up.
Okay.
You had a long rest. You've eaten. You haven't eaten yet. You ate before you went to bed. Okay.
I turn to Irina and say, if at any point you need help hiding, you let me know.
Thank you.
How long does this usually last?
All night.
Okay. I can get you 2 hours max. You just need to let me know.
I need to help my brother fight, but
Mhm.
if
You are priority number 1 here.
sometimes
If at any point. Okay.
sometimes he's able to do something to our minds. And it's only through my father that we were able to resist this long. If I start to believe he is my friend, or believe that I should go to him, I need you to stop me.
We'll tie you down.
Knock me out, wound me, it's fine. But
Right.
don't let me go to him,
Um,
please.
let's see. Never mind.
All right, the wolves are approaching, but then before the beasts and the humanoids even get close, you hear these screeching sounds, and you can hear something tearing at the woods and the roofs. And I need Salaya and Maeve to give me a history check.
That's an 18.
Okay.
0.
All right, so you both actually remember, you know exactly what these sounds are. You've fought them before. These are mephits. They're
What?
Mephits. They're fiendish creatures that, depending on what kind of mephit they are, they have different elemental properties. But they're not friendly to anyone. But you recognize the sounds.
Irina, is there a way on the roof?
We cannot get onto the roof from the inside. But she rushes downstairs. Like, she just bolts downstairs.
I follow.
Follow.
Okay. Keelix, Yor, what are you guys doing?
Up
Go ahead.
until this point, was still in bed with the pillow stuffed over my head because I thought it was just wolves.
Okay.
I guess so. Do we hear the mephits and stuff above us, or
You hear them around the windows, you hear them above you, you hear them on the roofs. You can hear the flapping of wings.
okay? Well, I will take a small piece of cured leather out of my component pouch, and
Okay.
it has a little rune written on it. I guess it's a little like square about this big. Just has like a little some magic rune engraved into it, just like pressed onto it. And I will, I don't know, wave it around a bit, then stick it on my forehead, and I'll cast Mage Armor on myself,
Okay.
and then put the piece of leather away.
Alright.
And then I will. Ismark's awake, right? And
Ismark's
then-
awake. He's checking the windows and the wood on the second floor at the current time. So like he bursts into his room and he's like checking the door to the balcony that it's boarded up and everything, and he starts yelling at Keelix like, "Come on, man!
Alright, I will do what Ismark's doing and check the doors and windows.
You
Make sure they're covered.
you can easily see that the balcony doors to the hallway, the wood has rotted away. And it would be very easy for something to try and break that. What are you going to do?
What do I got?
Okay, well, you
Don't
think
have
about
any
that. Salaya, Maeve, downstairs, you follow Irina, and she's doing the same as Ismark. She's checking all the wood, and you notice that in several of the rooms, there are several crossbows already fitted with crossbow bolts, and that room that you hadn't been in before is just filled with weapons that seem to have been made or bought recently. And she waves you over and she's like, please help me. And there's a big wooden lid that she's trying to move over her father's coffin.
Help.
Okay, so I need you guys to give me a strength check.
17.
Okay, so with the three of you, you do manage to lift it and put it over. She's like, he has command over the dead. I fear he might try to use my father against us.
And then I turned to Sly. I was like, what about Vala's body in my bag?
In the bag? I think she should be okay.
Okay.
She's not just gonna crawl out of the bag, right? It's like a dimension.
It is
Should
a
be good.
separate. You do know it. Being familiar and trained as you are, you do know that a bag of holding is a different dimension, but you don't know. You've never faced this kind of villain before.
Oh, I'm assuming it's fine. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm being confident because I don't want to raise the alarm.
All right.
I like tighten the bag around my waist, my little waistband.
That would be concerning. If you see Vala stick out, just you know. Okay. All right. Do we have stakes or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. Here, follow me. And she leads you into the armory, and you can just see like they've whittled down, like any kind of tables that were in here or in the sitting room. It's all just like there's at least 30 wooden stakes of various sizes.
I'm gonna like loosen my belt and just kind of like stick a couple in the loops.
Okay.
I follow.
Okay, so she doesn't fight you, of course. She's like, take it.
I think it was me and somebody. Oh, me and Keelix, I think, remembered what a vampire that like was a real thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Keelix made sure, like, they're too rare. You're just...
Right, he was an ass about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
What if not?
Yeah. All right,
Fair
Keelix,
point.
what are you doing?
I'm still kind of like, I just got out of bed. I see everyone running around. No one has really filled me in. All I know is that Yor had a bad dream. There was wolves. I was trying to go back to sleep, and then now something's like clawing at the house. So I'm like, I wonder if we're being attacked. So while they're preparing, I'm gonna close the door to Ismark's room,
Okay.
and I'd like to get started on Candy 2.
Okay. You get started on Candy too. How long does that take?
The description says that at the end of a long rest, I can create a new steel defender if I have my smith tools with me, which I always do.
Yes.
So, however much time you think is fair for me to rustle up something from Ismark's room.
To make a construction, honestly, I would say about an hour.
About an hour. All right. What about a shitty construction?
All right, 30 minutes, but then it's... I would also say that it's like attack and everything, and its defenses would be halved. Because you're making... you're putting in half the amount of time.
I'll take it.
Okay. All right. So, we're going to start a skill challenge now. You have 3 failures versus an unknown number of successes. If you all fail 3 times, there's no going back against whatever happens.
I hope we all get turned into vampires and have a vampire campaign.
One's not enough. We
One
need a
max.
different one. All right. So, you have been informed there are crossbows everywhere. There's stakes and there's various weapons within the armory. You know that the vampire has, Strahd. He has some kind of command over the dead, enough to make Irina and Ismark concerned that their father's corpse might not be friendly. There are wolves, and you can see now that there are wolves and unknown humanoids approaching. Maeve did manage to make a decent amount of traps, so that will make the beginning DCs a little easier. Okay, and it might buy you some more time.
Can I do one more thing before we start? Would I have a minute of time?
A minute.
1 minute.
You would have probably about 30 seconds before the wolves that are running full speed.
Okay, never mind.
Wait,
I mean-
There they are.
Oh yeah, I just remembered
Good
I have
job,
a
Ume.
spell
Good
that
job.
I could use on Irina and Ismark's dad. I'd like to cast, kind of like push open the coffin a little bit and cast Gentle Repose.
Oh, nice. I don't like that.
Good job.
I don't like
Ume.
that face.
All right. So
Oh, hold on, I need to.
that's pride. I'm proud of you.
It was also angry that you can't zombify their dad anymore.
Did I? Is it there?
No, you haven't.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'm digging crusties out of my eyes. That's gross.
It can't become undead.
And then Vala will just have to hopefully just stay in the bag.
Ooh, good job.
And then I push the coffin.
10 days. Nice.
All right. So you need describe what it looks like when you do this.
I wave my hands around the coffin, and I have the components in my hand: the pinch of salt and 1 copper piece placed on the corpse's eyes, and then just kind of like breathe out, and then like a greenish fog just kind of like goes into the coffin. Like I hotboxed him, and then I close it up so that he can check it out.
I love it. Beautiful.
Maeve is frightening.
Maeve, what was that? I say
Oh.
in character.
So he can't, Gentle Repose, he can't turn into a zombie or undead.
Irina
Okay.
grabs
Natural
your
magic.
hand and looks you in the eye, and she's like, "Thank you. Thank you very much. We must hurry. She quickly, she's still holding on to you, and she looks out the window from the den where the father's corpse is. And Maeve, you can see through some of the cracks as well, and Celaya, if you follow, you can also very easily see at the edge of the property is a black carriage being pulled by 4 black horses, just sitting, and as if it's waiting.
That's him, huh?
I've not seen his face, but I think so.
Well, he sounded ugly, so let's save you from that.
Wearing khakis too.
Now, Irina, where do you usually go during these attacks? Do we need to put you in a room, or?
I need to help.
Okay.
Second your turn, though.
All right. Back to Keelix and Yor up top.
Is yours still in the where is your?
Yor's in the hallway. He just checked the rotted wood. He was trying to decide what he was doing.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just want to assist Ismark with whatever he is doing because I don't have any other magic to cast?
He seems to be
So-
like just like taking any piece of furniture or anything against the wood that some of the wood that's rotted, and he just seems to be like nailing more wood against whatever is opening. And then occasionally he'll like look out and just kind of like move faster.
Alright, well, I mean, that's what I'll do too. I'll reinforce the windows and doors.
Give me. I have to remember what is Pathfinder versus what is. Alright, give me a. Yeah, there's no crafting. That's not a thing.
You can't use it to find your way through a city.
Would my investigation help here?
Not really.
We swapped it.
Alright, so give me a survival check. Or, yeah,
Oh, hey.
survival.
It's a thing I got.
That's a fail.
No, it's a fail. Alright.
That's a fail. That's one fail. So you try to nail in some of the things, and there are nails and like different bits of iron that seems to be like pseudo like stand-in nails. And you try to help, but you don't really have much to like hammer it in with, and so you just end up grabbing some pretty weak and flimsy board that was actually from the debris pile. And as you're doing this, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Does this count towards our number of
That is
pass
one of your
fails?
fails.
No, the
The dex,
saving throw.
no,
Okay.
the dex does not. This is the result of the fail. All right.
Oh man.
I should not get excited when you guys fail.
It's interesting. Failing is interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so
We stay as we say goodbye to Yor.
Yeah.
I mean, so let me bring up the stats because you
The steps of failure.
Oh yeah, let me just roll damage dice.
Let's ignore that sound.
Okay, you are going to take. Where's my dice?
Oh, and you're a wizard too.
I'm a wizard, hurry.
Okay.
You're a wizard.
You're going to take only 3 points of slashing damage as one of the methods burst in through the door that you were trying to reinforce, and the debris hits you, which doesn't do much, but what does hurt is the claws of this gray and smoky creature as its claws rake across your back or your chest.
Hurts even more is your pride.
That hurts. I'm just like in a bathrobe. I just woke up in, but no. Just kidding. Okay, marked it down.
All right. And so now you have that problem to deal with upstairs.
Sweet.
All right. And then Keelix, doing anything?
I am sitting behind the bed, just kind of like with my back to it, just tinkering, muttering to myself, wondering like what's going on. I didn't sign up to die here. At least the bed's really nice. I've got one of the furs wrapped around me, so I feel a little bit comforted. Comforted. All right. Okay.
It did not go
I'm-
unnoticed.
All right. It's just unappreciated, apparently.
I appreciate all puns.
I'm just gonna keep tinkering. Do I hear the crashing? And is this the?
You're
Was this
you're
in
on
the
the
hallway or
same
something?
floor. Yeah, he's in the hallway on the balcony door.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna tinker even harder.
All right.
You were like kind of going tink tink tink. Now you're like tink 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 tink.
Because you're under duress, I want you to give me what we're going to use, what we need to add to your list, a tinkering check. So it will be your proficiency plus your magic, whatever your magic class is. Like, so what do you use? Do you use charisma or? Let's see.
Help me. Where would I find that?
Artificer, I think you're intelligence.
You use intelligence, so
yeah,
it
it's
will
intelligence,
be
yeah.
your proficiency, which is 2, plus your intelligence, which is plus 4.
Yes.
So 6, you'll roll a d20 and add 6, and it will be your tinkering check.
Okay. D20 add 6, tinkering check.
Because you're under duress.
I'm under duress.
And this won't count towards your pass or fail. This is just like if you can create this creature under duress.
Okay.
This is separate from the skill challenge. Nope. You you lose time and you actually break off a piece of what you were trying to use, so you add another round of time.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. You feel this howling, but it's not wolves, it's wind. And you feel the house shake and wood groaning. Alright. And then you hear the howling of wolves as they approach, and some of them have landed within the spike trap.
Okay.
And they're
so
and how let's see, your spike growth does 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 foot traveled.
but they have to make a perception check against my spell to see if they recognize the terrain as hazardous.
Okay. So let's see. You know, I should have brought up, like, all these stats before we started, because I had so much time, but I didn't.
I should have prepared my spells before tonight.
No, we're all perfect human beings, and everything's perfect.
And I kind
Yeah,
of
not like almost fun.
that Jonathan isn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like a big event.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe just dozing.
Ha. We just can't wake him up.
He accidentally locked the study.
Okay, and this would be more of a sight than smell or hearing. So, let's see. Yeah, that is a 23 or 22.
Oh gosh, because my save DC is
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. I rolled really well. So,
Yeah.
you actually see... Oh, let me actually check the other things to see if they know it's hazardous terrain.
The other. Oh, good.
Oh no.
Humanoids.
Also, for anyone who cares, the wine brought out the pepper in the Nanichiki. Nanachiki.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was like it.
Alright, probably not. They're not very smart. They're probably not gonna notice.
It's like,
Just
looks
see some
like a
wolves
llama
impaled, they're like a fluke. Oh no, that's not a good laugh.
dude. This isn't it. I'm trying to remember what's the.
Yeah, that's a 2. They have no idea. They walk right into it. So you see the wolves. You hear a couple of like barking and then a few howls, and you just see the wave of wolves just completely circumvent the area. However, the humanoids just walk right in and kind of just impale themselves, but then they just keep crawling, trying to get through it.
Okay,
Wait, so the wolves avoided it, but the people didn't?
Humanoids.
Humanoids, okay. Fair
so
enough.
do I click the attack thing on the spike growth to heal their damage?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Probably not gonna matter, but go ahead.
Yeah.
8.
Oh, that 19 is tantalizing.
Oh, so that's the attack roll?
Yeah.
Actually, that's what you needed. You actually,
Okay.
you just barely hit them.
D&D.
D&D. D&D.
So that's
D&D Beyond. Sorry.
so then I
Yes.
have to roll a 2d4 for damage.
Yes.
Okay. /R 2d4.
think they just walk into it. Like, if they don't see it,
Yeah.
they don't know it's there, and then blah, 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 blah.
And it's for every 5 feet.
Okay, so. Whew. Alright, so that's.
Yeah,
9,
math.
10, 15, 20.
It's at least 40 feet.
40 feet.
If it's a 20-foot radius.
So 40 times 3. Yeah, quite a few of them are dead, but then they start using the bodies of their brethren and climb over it because they don't know any better. And they just keep going. They're like, I don't know why you're sticking there, but get out of the way. And so
Ooh.
you just see them kind of like, they'll like climb over each other and then fall and then just start creating a bridge across your spike growth.
It's not fair.
I don't
World
like
War
that.
Z shit.
All right,
Dang it.
next. What are you guys doing?
Is there anywhere for me to start blasting from?
You could go upstairs if you wanted to try to get height advantage, but the wolves are closing in. You will have the last move before the wolves reach you.
Right. I'm just okay. I am gonna stay and hunker down, I guess.
There are windows and things, and there's enough space where you could use some of the crossbows that are there, and yet you can see out of.
Okay. Would they not be blastable from?
Like Eldritch
Do like a little
Blast?
pew pew? Yeah. Pew.
You
know,
would
just little-
have to stick your hand or fingers through. Otherwise, you would just blast the wood.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll like
Okay.
see you be like, okay, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do that.
I'll start trying to pick off. I don't really see where the wolves went, right?
The wolves are everywhere. Like, they're just like pouring out of the forest.
All right, I'll try to take some of them out. Since this is a skill check, is that just a
Yeah.
attack roll?
It'll just be a straight up
Okay.
attack roll to see if you can take a chunk of them out.
All right, let me just do it from here then.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that you put it there. Okay.
Yeah, everyone else is using yours, so I'll just start using this.
So roll me a D100. Very nice. Very nice. So you managed to blast, and you actually kind of miss the wolves, but you hit underneath, and you managed to blast them onto the spike growth, where they become impaled, and you actually take out about, I want to say, 15. About 15 wolves that way. Like, you just blast them, they land on each other, they land on the humanoids that don't seem to care very much about them, and also just push them onto the spike growth as they continue to reach their way to the
Puppy.
house.
The fact that we just killed 15 and there's still more.
I know, I'm concerned. I run back to Maeve and Irina.
Okay.
Irina.
Give me a perception check. Or, no, give me insight. And so that was one success.
Oh, cool. Oh man, it can't be perception. Oh, I have advantage on insight?
Do you?
Right? I do, because of my sword.
Ah. And your sword is out.
My sword is out.
Swords
Alright.
out.
Sword's out.
Swords out for Harambe.
Sorry about that.
Nice. So you notice that Irina hasn't said anything for about a minute. And she's not moving. And she's kind of just like looking off.
Do I have time to talk to her?
Yeah.
Irina, you there? Talk to me. I like flick at her. Girl,
What? What are you doing?
you there? Are you there?
Of course I'm here. Where would I be?
You were zoning out. Are you good?
I'm fine.
What do you want to do right now?
I mean, I should go help my friends, right? I should go help my friends.
Who's your friends?
Yeah,
Who's
your
your friends? Who's your friends?
And you notice she start moving towards the front door.
Okay, we're gonna. She's done.
No, I like breathe out my foul breath, try to wake her up that way.
Not even a spell.
Okay.
Your rage breath knocks her unconscious.
Okay, so she will get to make a saving throw to see if she can resist. I really should have just put up all these stats before, but I didn't. No, give me her stats. I don't care about all this other shit.
It takes me like 20 minutes to drink a glass of wine.
Irina.
You're not doing it right. No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
The
You do
evil.
you. You should.
I feel like I can't drink more than like a little like tongue sip of it without being like.
I'm the same way when it comes to wine.
I love wine. Okay, apparently.
I don't know if I actually gotten intoxicated enough of wine in a while.
I get headaches, so I'm a little concerned about the red.
Yeah.
I have
Blackout drunk on Franzia once.
Franzia can go.
live your life. Okay.
I think quarantine has strengthened my liver a little bit. Cause,
I don't think that's a good thing. All right.
uh,
So, wow, that's a lot of
oh,
nothing.
nice.
So she like breathes in your noxious fumes and like just kind of like that's disgusting. Why are you doing that? Just no. And then you're trying to grapple her. So I need you to give me a strength check.
Me?
Nope.
No, me.
No.
Okay.
I'm tackling her.
But you
Okay,
do
okay.
have advantage because she just breathed in noxious fumes. Oh, that's pretty
Okay,
good.
so-
Oh, that was
Okay.
a save.
Wait. That was a save. Yeah.
Oh, but there you go. Nat 20. So you
There
do actually manage to like wrestle her and you like have her like arms behind her back and she's like, "What are you doing? I thought you were trying to help us."
I
Ismark!
am. You're gonna thank me later.
Ismark!
Yeah, Ismark, get your brother. Kenny, Maeve, get her brother.
Ismark comes running down the stairs as soon as he hears her screaming and he's like, "What are you doing?"
She wants to go outside.
Ah, of course she does. And
We have.
he shows
potions
you to the
and a
other
clock.
room that you hadn't seen yet. And you can see now that there's a big, thick padlock on the door. And he opens up the door, and it's just like a cupboard of things, just like food and like brooms and things. And he's like, "Here, quickly, put her in here."
Okay.
So it's just a cupboard, right? Not a room.
It's just a cupboard. There's no
Okay.
windows. There's no way out.
Okay.
And you can tell this has happened before.
Would I know if lesser restoration would work here?
You are familiar with vampires. Give me... I need to check what kind of check that would be. I will accept
Arcana?
history or arcana. And DC of 15 because you are already familiar with vampires, just to see if you know how to prevent this specific thing.
Okay. History. Okay, Arcana it is. I'm never using regular dice ever again. Goodbye.
Yeah, charmed. You do know she is charmed, and I need you to read me Lesser Restoration. Does it work on charmed things?
It's the condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
No, this won't work.
Okay. Or it says you touch. Okay, yeah. Okay. So you touch a creature and it can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
It won't
So if
work.
she were diseased, it would work, but not for these specific conditions.
She is
Okay.
charmed.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Lesser Restoration would have no effect. You would need something to like cancel a charm on someone. But you are aware that
Unconsciousness does pretty well.
would you like to put her unconscious?
Not with her brother here. No.
Okay. So that is
That would be.
one more success because you did manage to catch her.
Okay.
All right. Keelix, I want you to give me 2 because I honestly forgot about you for a minute because I was dealing with other things.
Cool, thanks.
I'm sorry. Being honest. You've been sitting there for a while. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I was trying to figure out how to like make a custom check on my
What you did for the tinkering is pretty close. I might need to create it on your sheet is the problem.
Okay, cause yeah, I've been like looking on D&D Beyond and like here I was like, I don't know how to do it. And it's plus 6.
Yeah.
So got
Okay.
25.
So that makes up for the time you lost.
Okay, nice.
And
And
that
an
is just a
18.
straight one, so you don't lose time. You need to make 1 more of those successes to create your thing within time.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there's a method attacking you. What are you doing?
Alright. Method. I guess I gotta get rid of this method, so I'm gonna wind up a little fire bolt. And let's see. This little ball of fire appears in my hand, and I chuck it at him.
All right.
Throw it underhand because it's close, so I'm gonna roll an attack roll.
Okay.
La 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 la.
So you miss.
Damn it!
It's right in front of you, and you miss. It's right in front of you. Sorry.
Alright.
He's panicking. It's okay.
Yeah. It just clawed your chest.
I'm
Yeah.
alone in the room now. And,
You are
let's
alone
see.
upstairs. Like, oh no, Keelix
Yeah.
is in in Ismark's room. That's right.
I'm in a.
You're in the hallway.
I'm gonna run out of the room, and I'm gonna slam the door shut behind me.
Okay, it's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Do it. I have
Okay.
mage armor. Come on.
That is going to be a 17
17.
with your
Well,
mage
my
armor.
armor class is, I think it's 13 plus my dex now, which is.
And then I think mage armor
3, so
adds 2.
6. Sorry, what?
Mage armor, yeah. So AC 13 plus dex.
Yeah, so my AC is 16 now, so it hits.
Yeah. So you're going to take another 3 slashing damage. Alright.
Nice.
And as you're running away, it is actually going to exhale.
Don't do that. I don't know what that does. But
Okay, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
15.
Some of the... So it just, like, it scratches at you, and it claws your back, and then it just kind of, like, breathes out, and the whole upper hallway is filled with this dark smoke. And it starts to get in your eyes, and your eyes burn, but you manage to, like, blink it away, and your tears wash it away, and you manage to get into... Which door are you going to?
Well, I just want to close the door to the room I'm in,
You're in the hallway.
or the room that I just came out of. So I want to lock the method. Or
In the hallway. You were in
I
the...
thought I was in a room.
No, you're in the you were in the hallway. There's a door to the balcony that you were fixing in the hallway. So you were right here.
Okay, so it was in the.
So
it
it's
was- it
in
was
the hallway
with
now.
me.
Yeah. And now that door is open.
So I can't lock it in there.
I mean, you could lock yourself in a room, but I don't know if that's going to do you much good.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna run to the. And I'm guessing I'm gonna run to the staircase then.
Okay, so you run downstairs.
Yeah. I guess
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
We're
So-
leaving Keelix.
Keelix is in.
Good luck.
Keelix did close the doors, but there is now an open entryway for the Mephits to get in. So Keelix, there's some dark smoke that comes in underneath the door, but you're very focused. So with your passive perception, you don't notice it. But
Sounds right.
Alright. Now, Ismark, having locked Irina in the cupboard that you threw her in, and she has started to scream and rage. She's like, "What are you doing? I need to go and help him. He needs me to go to him." And she's like breaking things, like things are crashing in there. He's like, but Ismark turns to you all, and he's just like, it's like it physically pains him to have done that to her. But she will be all right. But I've had enough of this. And he starts marching towards the front door.
I'll flank him. I'll follow.
You follow him?
I will follow too and awaken my halo of spores and
Okay.
cast symbiotic entity. Just ready for battle.
All
Maeve
right.
just Maeve sounds more and more like some sort of eldritch horror.
Right?
All right. So
She's like the nicest Eldritch I've ever met.
Yeah.
So you run downstairs and join them just as Ismark starts to lift those heavy wooden braces off the front door.
Ismark, is this a good idea?
What? We can't just sit here and let them destroy our house again and again. My father is already dead. I can't let him take him. I will fight him. I will kill him.
That is a bad idea. Calm down.
Give me a diplomacy check.
We have a
Diplomacy is not in this game.
Persuasion.
Okay.
You knew what I meant. Ooh. 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 Yeah, that's a fail.
Yeah, alright. Sorry, guys.
So that's 2 fails for you guys, just so you know.
collective.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have 1 more. So, Maeve, are you doing anything?
I cast.
He's lifted the first one off. There's only 1 more before he's able to open the door.
Breathe on him.
You cast. You breathe on him. That's not an attack. But okay.
Is now.
All right. He's gonna make a Constitution saving throw because Jesus, Maeve. All right. I need you to give me.
So lucky she didn't breathe in my face when I tried to steal the bag holder from her.
Proposition. Unarmed attack.
Yeah. Okay. Give me an unarmed attack. So you'll just be your strength plus the d20.
So it's an ability check
Yes.
and normal.
Normal.
Okay, and plus 1d20. Oops.
Mm-mm.
Nope. Oh no.
Nope. Both of those are a fail.
Choke on your spit or something?
So he smells it, but he's too incensed that it does nothing, and he lifts that last one off, and he opens the door and starts charging towards that black carriage.
Am I allowed to parse whether or not he's charmed? Not charmed, but enraged or other laid mind affection.
You give me an insight check.
Carriage in this diagram.
Ah!
Oh no.
You cannot tell.
Okay.
All right.
What good is advantage if he gives me that?
So he charges towards the carriage, but he doesn't even get within 10 feet of it before this large gust of wind bursts from the carriage, and the carriage door opens, and he is thrown back into the hallway. And I need all of you to make... So that would be all of you in that hallway. So Keelix, you're safe. But Celaya, Maeve, and you all need to make... Sorry, I gotta find it. Strength saving throw.
Man, you're killing me.
wind.
I
Oh.
knocked it into a 10. Does that help?
No.
Oh no.
Sorry, there's a lot of reading to be done for this one, so one
Everyone
moment.
freeze.
That sounds good.
Did I get kicked?
Man. Sucks for you guys.
Okay. What is his...
Oh no, I'm out.
Okay, so you needed an 18. So none of you! Alright. So,
She's incensed.
for, you're all blown back 15 feet. And the wind doesn't stop. It's still blowing. And it's hard for you to fight to stay in place. And you know that it's going to take you a lot. It's going to take a lot for you to move against this wind. It is strong.
Ismark, if he doesn't kill you, I'm going to.
And then all of the lanterns and the candles that had been lit that you guys had been able to see by so far, they're all gone. They're all out. The wind has put all of them within the house.
Shucks.
It is now dark.
The meme.
Yep. So, Celaya, you can see, but the rest of you can't.
I used all my spell slots.
Oh no.
I can't cast dark vision on myself.
So, that would
I'm so glad you
be-
understood what I meant if I just said the meme.
I know. I knew what you meant. Okay, so I'm rolling to see which one of you. Maeve. Okay. Okay, that's a 1. So, Celaya, give me one last persuasion check. Very nice. You needed a 20 to pass.
Wow.
Ooh.
That voice comes to you again.
Oh, I'm the most. Damn it.
That was perfect timing, not on purpose, but that was great.
That was good.
So the voice comes to you again, and where before it made like goosebumps and like you just were uncomfortable, now you feel yourself, you become damp in a cold sweat. Yes, I used that word on purpose because it's a terrible word. you feel cold inside. And the voice comes to you and he's like Ah, very well. You have entertained me for the evening. Fear not, I will get Irina. She will be mine. But I will let you live one more night. And the carriage
Very
starts to draw away. The door closes on its own. You never see within it. It's too dark, even Celaya with your dark vision. And the carriage starts to drive away, and the wolves start to just disperse. They just go back. And you're left. The house is in tatters. You can see that this wind that attacked Ismark, it was also damaging the house. So, Keelix, the room you're in, the wood, you weren't paying attention, but the wood was hanging on by a thread. Like, it is, like, pushed out of the from the nails that was holding it in place. And the mephits, there's smoke all over, and it's pouring down the staircase. But it's like what was chaos before. There's just silence. And you know that you're only alive because he let you live. But the horde disperses. The humanoids that had finally reached the house crawl back over their friends and back into the forest. And you can very easily see now that the bodies that are all over the spike growth, they've been decaying for a long time. These are not new dead. These weren't alive when they started this. And Irina has stopped screaming. But you can still hear just a wailing from inside the cupboard where she's locked. Ismark is shaking. And just pale. Like there's no color to his face. He struggles to stand up from the gust of wind. And your chest and your back hurt a lot. But
Oh, my chest. Oh, my back.
the nightmare for this moment is over.
So apparently we were entertaining enough.
Okay. Brew some coffee. But, yeah, is everyone alive, I guess? Did we lose anybody?
Get Irina out of the cabinet. Where's Keelix?
Keelix, you
No
finished
items
creating your
provided.
thing.
I'm gonna burst out of the door and be like, all right, I'm ready. What's going on?
Keelix, make a saving throw. Let me double check which one, because that smoke is still there. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
But Candy, too, is stumbling behind you. All right. The smoke gets in your eyes. It is not pleasant, but you manage to blink it away and resist being blinded.
Oh, cool.
But you can see that while Yor had gone downstairs and the Mephits had started coming in, like, everything in this hallway is in tatters. The little bits of furniture and tapestries and paintings that were there, they are ripped to pieces. There is nothing worth saving left. And you can see that the door to the Ismark's room where you had been trying to create candy, it was gonna burst pretty soon. You had maybe just a few more seconds.
Is yours still in this hallway? Is he downstairs?
Yor went downstairs already.
Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs, Candy in tow, which Candy, I want to say, can I assume there was like a wardrobe or something in Ismark's room?
Mhm.
Or like a dresser?
Mhm.
Okay, so Candy, too, is just essentially a wardrobe on legs. And it's very shaky. It's just barely mobile. So I rush down there and I look around. I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? Where do I have to go? Where's the girl? And I'm looking around and everyone's just kind of like, not, I guess, no one's on the attack right now. Everyone looks like they've been attacked.
Mhm.
I'm assuming.
They've been through stuff.
Yeah, like.
We're good.
Did I
Did you?
miss it?
Did you? You mean you didn't fight anything upstairs?
I was making this to help you guys.
This didn't happen because it got attacked.
What?
You did.
No, I had to throw
You did
something.
nothing.
I made this. All right. You know how long it usually takes to make to make a defender.
You know
All
that
right.
meme where they push the robot dog?
Mhm.
That.
The one that has to restabilize.
Yeah. Just gonna
Yeah.
look at it and go.
Can I do a saving throw?
Yeah, I
to
was
see if
gonna
it
say,
actually-
I needed to gain composure. Give it a strength saving throw to see if it can stay on its feet.
I didn't
Okay.
do it. It's just why I did it that hard. She's being a dick right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm still gonna see because it is not. It is not great.
This is just for narrative sake. This isn't.
This is all narrative. This is
Yeah,
all narrative.
This is just narrative.
strength. All right. It'd be 1 for strength. So
God damn it, Jeffrey.
we'll roll at a disadvantage. Hell yeah!
Wow.
You shove it against a wall. The wall stabilizes it.
Wow, one of those was a nat 20. So it's surprisingly sturdy for being a rushed construction.
Quadruped for that reason.
Yeah.
All right, it's pretty
Need a
good.
Spider wardrobe. Like,
But you didn't see anything up there. Your
Uh-uh.
came down bleeding.
Yeah, you
Well-
hurt. It hurts.
Yeah.
okay.
Yor could have tripped over a staircase for all I know, so.
Okay.
He had a nightmare, so I'm not sure if he's like in tip-top shape.
Did you hear what the nightmare was about?
He was talking about some dude. I didn't really ask. I didn't think I
Sammy's
should.
gonna molest us.
Because
Exactly.
this all started because we all heard the
Yor was talking about some dude molesting him, and I didn't think it was a good.
No, I
good,
definitely heard the word molest too. It threw me off. You didn't hear that?
No, you guys have some sort of collective nightmare, like.
It wasn't a nightmare because it was the dick. It was Strahd. It was because he did it again to me, and it felt
Oh.
grosser.
The wannabe vampire dude?
He's a real vampire.
Uh-huh.
I don't really want to
We're-
talk to you right now.
We were just attacked by a horde of what it was, beasts and flying little bat dudes and used dead. Undead.
Yeah, we're gonna we gotta set that on fire outside. We're not dealing with that again.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
Maeve,
probably
you know those are
not
definitely
a
zombies.
vampire, it's
You're
something
very
pretty
familiar.
spooky.
Very familiar with the dead.
Familiar. What is she?
Yeah, we must burn the humanoids.
Well,
I get-
we're gonna leave
we-
anyway. Do we really have to?
I mean,
Huh? We must.
we're bouncing ASAP.
So,
Girl, where's Irina?
just as
Locked her
you
in a
say
closet.
that, Ismark manages to stand on his feet, and he's shaking, and he's kind of like teetering a little bit, as if he just realized how close to basically suicide he just came. And he just still white, no coloration, and he just like goes over, and you can hear like muffled crying from within the cupboard, and he unlocks it, and he just like opens the door, and then just like kind of collapses to his knees, and he just looks devastated, like absolutely devastated. And if you come up behind him, you can see in the cupboard, Irina has destroyed everything in that room, trying to find a way out, trying to get out. And her nails are gone as she was trying to claw her way through the doors.
Ew.
Everything is just like, some of her nails are broken, her fingers are bloody. She's got different kind of scratches just everywhere as she was throwing things around, trying to find any way to get out of this room. And you can tell she was actually making progress on the door hinges before she came to her senses. And you can just see her just crying from pain, relief, fear, just sitting. And Ismark's just staring at her, lost.
Huh. Guess it was pretty serious. Alright, well, what do we do now? Why'd they leave?
I guess you.
Ismark kind of just like turns to you all, just like, I don't know. He's never left before.
Said we entertained him enough that he'd leave us alone for the night, but he would be back.
He's never spoken to me.
Well, he did to me, and I did not like it.
I
Feel violated. I feel damp. It was gross. But he laughed.
I almost got her killed. I was a fool. I opened the door. I know not to open the door.
You had no choice. It wasn't you.
If he had killed me, he could have come in. The house is in my name. It's my home. He already had Irina under his control. If he had killed me, she would have been gone. I'm such a failure. I almost...
Can I slap him?
Yeah.
So you slapped him?
So you slap him. You don't have to roll for that. You can just slap him.
Unless you want to do damage.
I don't want to do damage. This is a get a hold of yourself.
Thank you.
Stop.
We need to leave. For whatever reason, you all managed to make him leave, but we need to leave. We need to get to Varaki. We need to protect my sister.
Okay.
I want to bury my father, but we should just burn everything so that his body cannot be used against us.
I mean, that makes things easier. I'm for it. What about you guys?
You're okay with it?
We got to do something
Well-
about Vala too.
Do you think Vala would be okay with dire circumstances? I mean, if she gave her life to save us, I don't think she'd appreciate us risking our lives to make sure she's buried. That's kind of disregarding the sacrifice.
I mean, the gentle repose, so it lasts for 10 days.
But
If you do want to bury him in Valaki, I can put him in the bag.
At this point, it's just a body bag.
we,
We have one bag holding that has all our stuff in it, and this other second bag holding
I don't
what corpses we like.
I don't want to chop my father up and put him in a bag. What
He
is
wouldn't
wrong
chop him
with
up,
you?
No, he could
yeah,
fit.
Maeve.
He could
That's
fit.
insensitive.
Is your bag
He
some
would
kind
fit.
of magic?
Yes.
It is.
Oh.
Yes.
I
What else do we have in the bag besides Vala?
Of all those things.
the nursemaid's bones.
And the nursemaid's bone.
There's
We should
mostly
just-
dead things in there.
Can I reach out and pull out Vala's like sword mace thing, demonstrating that the bag is much bigger than it appears to be?
What?
Open it up.
Oh, okay.
Actually, do you want this? I think she'd prefer somebody use it. You'd think, right?
I've.
Wait, isn't that a magical sword?
Just
I mean, sure.
don't just.
It
use
was a
It's a
named
mace. Lightbringer.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I'm like, I don't think we should get rid of that one.
Yeah, no.
I've.
Keep it.
The video gamer in me is hoarding it.
I will.
It's
will-
called
Alright.
Lightbringer.
I will keep it for now. When we reach Velaki, I will return it to you.
You could probably just have it.
It's almost like holding it, he feels stronger. But you're not sure if that's an effect of the mace because none of you are familiar with its abilities, or if that's just like having something tangible to hold on to.
Well, it looks good on you.
No. Come, let's get the bodies
Yeah.
and burn them all. Let's just burn the house. It's nothing more than kindling now anyway.
Are you sure?
Is there anything you want to keep?
Yes. Irina, come. Let's gather some of Mother and Father's things. And they go upstairs, and you kind of get the feeling that they want some peace.
Okay.
I turn to Celaya. So, should I put the body in the bag?
I think we should hold off on that for now. I think we're gonna burn the place down in a second.
I'd like to start making a bag of holding of my own. Everyone's talking about bags of holding. I'm like, I want one too.
I want my own body bag.
Yeah.
You can do that, can't you?
I can.
All right. So there's a lot of materials and things around. You can start constructing it.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
everyone
just-
okay? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no,
Yours
go
just like bleeding.
Are you good? You have heals?
2/7 of my health, but
In my non-bag of holding, I have a potion.
well, do we have enough time to take a short rest, or is that what's gonna happen now, or no?
It's up to you guys.
Otherwise, I have my own thing.
That gives you time to build your bag too, right?
For sure.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
I get my spell back.
All right. So you all take a short rest, and we will take a short break.
Dokey.
Yeah. The next part
Good.
probably won't have too much combat. Depending
God.
on, I mean, I don't want to guarantee
Depending
that.
on the D100 or whatever.
I don't know what you guys are gonna do. So maybe you do something stupid.
I would not put that past us, of us not doing something stupid.
Yeah, but let's take a break. I need to use the restroom. Everyone else can use the restroom. And we will come back here at 10:55, so 10 minutes.
How do you glasses people do this?
That was
It sucks, and I wear
They're
contacts.
blue light.
Yeah, same.
It's the end of the night, so my computer kind of hurts. But this part hurts right here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
not have like a. Oh, mine's just been pressed down from years of glasses use until recently.
Are those expensive?
Mm-mm.
These were like
Pretty
20
cheap.
bucks,
Oh.
and
maybe
they're
I
on the
should-
more expensive. Yeah, they're pretty nice.
I should get a pair.
Yeah, I think mine were cheaper.
It wouldn't
Nice.
go with my look.
Yeah, I see now. It's kind of taking away from the fact that I spent about 20 minutes doing
Yeah,
makeup.
you put an effort, and then you hit it.
Sorry. I mean, you
This is
can't
because
really,
I
you
put
can't
in
even see
no
it. You
effort.
can't even see it until I go like this anyway. So like.
But you look beautiful.
Yeah, you look nice.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Break. I gotta pee.
I'm gonna get comfy. I'm gonna be in PJs and.
Oh, I'm in
Makeup.
PJs. Like, my shirt just happens to be like a workout shirt, so it's got like nice cutouts and it's black.
Oh,
But I'm
that's
wearing
dope.
my PJs. Like, pajamas.
I think I'm gonna take a page out of Jerry's book and put a sweatshirt on.
was fun.
Fun.
Wait, sorry?
I said, yeah, that was fun. Yeah,
How you doing, Jerry?
doing good. How you doing, Suri? So
Good.
it's crazy now that I think about how like when we lived in Japan together, we talked like multiple times a week, you know, like almost every day.
Yeah.
And now it's like we haven't spoken in years, I think. It's kind
The years
of, well, I mean, like,
until D&D. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you're doing well.
Did you go golfing yesterday?
I did, and um, that was fine. We did like an easy course, and I hadn't. I say easy, but it's not like I'm good. You know, it's still hard for me. Um, but yeah, I thought we were going. Basically, my boss is going golfing with, yeah, a customer of ours today, and usually I just like go with him, and he was like, well, I need to get some practice in, you know, to break in these new clubs I got. So let's do this short course on Saturday. I'm like, oh, okay. So like, I guess I'm golfing twice this weekend. And then yesterday we were talking while we were playing, and he's like, what? Oh no, I'm just going tomorrow. Like, you don't have to come. I was like, oh, okay. So it's
Is your
kind of
boss Japanese?
weird. Yeah, his name's Hashimoto.
Wow. Cool. Are you liking your job?
No, um, it's basically it's too hard, and I mean like, you know, I realize lately I've been really whiny, but like it's not very like fun. I guess I like being able to speak Japanese every day, but the sales thing is um it's frustrating, I guess.
Even when you do sales, you have to do it in Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, so the only real thing that's driving me crazy right now is that I'm sort of the point of communication, or I'm like kind of in charge of this project where I have a Japanese customer in the US, and I have to talk to him in Japanese, and he doesn't like emailing for some reason. That's alright, so we talk on the phone. So he's explaining stuff to me in Japanese over the phone, and you know, sometimes I miss stuff, so it makes it hard. And also, like, you know, he tries to get me to make promises or whatever, like over the phone, like on the spot, like, I need you to do this by this week, or like, can you guys come and do this or something? And I'm like,
Mhm.
and I have to go like, sorry, I have to check and confirm because I actually don't know anything.
Mhm.
And then our supplier that's making the thing is American, and they're kind of frustrating too. Anyway,
So you're
it's
like
just
the only person in your company that has those language skills to be like the in-between person?
no, but I have there's 3 Japanese people I work with. My boss is here on a visa. He just came here about 7 months ago, and then the other 2 people that are Japanese are here on a green card. They're married. They live in
Mhm.
America,
Mhm.
and they're all like my parents' age.
Mm.
I have one coworker who's my age. His name's Eric, and um, he's Chinese American. And he doesn't speak Chinese though, but I think he kind of grew up in like a bilingual home, and he's spent time studying a bunch of different languages as a hobby. But anyway, his Japanese is really good. Like, he could probably pass like N1 if he took it. But he's in charge of a bunch of other stuff, and like he was in my position when he started, and then you know, he kind of like moved up. He's doing the same work he was doing before. It's just it's actually like I'm doing the different stuff, you know, like we're just in charge of different projects, but the project I'm working on is something that no one in our company has ever done before,
Right.
and like I didn't pick it, so it's just weird. It, you know, I'm rambling a lot, but basically it's a lot. It's really hard for like an entry level job, and like I don't really know how to do a lot of this stuff,
And
and
no one's really supporting you.
they help me. You know, they answer questions, they help me when I can, but it's kind of like there isn't really somebody to just tell me how to do it, you know. And there's like problems now, like they try to help me, but it's like this isn't really like a punch in, punch out kind of thing, you know. Like I have to really, it's just really stressful, I guess, because I think it's not going well, you know. It's like, how do you explain it? It's just difficult.
Sounds tough.
That's all.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just, you know, things are going good for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm on winter vacation, but when I go back February 26th, that's my new contract year.
Mhm.
So I'm here until February 2022. But yeah, things
Oh,
are going okay. So I'm supposed to be doing like middle school programs. So like middle school students come to the center where I work and we do like a day, or not a day, but like 2 to 3 hour program with the students. But because of Corona, students aren't coming to the center. Our supervisor decided, oh, it's better to go to the schools instead. So we'd be going to like 5 to 10 schools a week. And when I
Jesus.
Oh.
yeah, and when I asked my supervisor, I was like, "Oh, so what happens if one of us gets COVID? We're traveling to all these schools. Is it really safe?" And he really had no like explanation or no logical reasoning why he thought it was a better idea to go to the schools.
Of course not.
But then like over this winter vacation, we have winter, like the native English teachers have winter vacation during this time, but the Korean workers, like my supervisor and the people that he work with in our office, don't have vacation. And so we found out through the grapevine that he was actually interviewing for someone to replace him, but he didn't like include us in the interview process, or like at least ask us like what questions we should ask the new supervisor. So yeah, there's just a lot of bureaucracy that happens in the office that the native English teachers don't really like we feel like even though it's like an international education office, we feel very like not discriminated against, but like it's very
Second rate.
clear that there's like Korean workers and then there's like the native English teacher workers, like a divide. But yeah, kind of stick through that for one more year.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's really kind of insulting, right? But like, do you like it otherwise? I mean,
I think it's a lot better than like being the only native English teacher in the office. Like it's nice having like other people who speak English in the office. Yeah.
but then 2022 is gonna be your last year, and then it's back to the States, or you're gonna go somewhere new again?
Yeah, I really like I wanted to leave this year. So I wanted to leave this February, but because of Corona, I was like, you know what, it's better if I just stay. So I think it really depends on what happens with Corona, whether or not I stay here or go back. But as of now, I do want to go back.
How bad is the penalty if you decide you just can't take it anymore?
I forfeit my severance.
Gotcha.
Well, that's right, because
Uh,
they in that program they pay you when you leave, don't they?
Yeah,
Something?
so I get my lump sum pension and then my severance, which is like the average, your income averaged for the last 3 months times how many years you worked. So my severance would be like, what's it, 3 million times three, like 9 million won?
Jesus. So it's like
9 million.
9,000.
Yeah,
That's a
close to 9,000.
big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, at least for Jet, it's like, oh, you won't pay for my flight. But like, that would be worth to stay.
Yeah.
Like, to just stick it out.
I wonder if that's why they do it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So we'll see where this next year, what happens next year.
yeah. Yeah, it's been remember like all those times in the past like 10 years when we thought shit was going pretty crazy, and then it all happened. It was like 2016, all these celebrities are dying. And we're like, oh man, this is the worst year ever. Like Carrie Fisher died. Like,
Oh, that still makes me sad.
and then,
I
No
thought it was
idea.
2016.
yeah,
Jesus.
Wow.
yeah.
I feel
4
like
years
I.
ago.
Yeah.
I thought the worst thing that could be happened in general was just that Trump gets elected. We're like, oh man.
Oh, I had a watch party with the other politics majors, and we had cake because we all thought Hillary was gonna
Oh
win.
no.
So
Consolation cake.
it turned into consolation cake, and the celebratory alcohol we brought got real sad real quick.
Oh
You're all just like drinking.
Aw.
You're like,
We're all like,
really
"Oh, champagne! She took like this state. She took that. Oh, look, she might take Florida. Woo!"
Oh.
What?
even yeah, that was surprising and it wasn't surprising, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Maryland's a bubble, admittedly. Like it's a pretty like self-contained, very liberal university. And it was a little reminiscent of that SNL skit, where I think who was it Chris Rock and Chappelle maybe,
yeah,
and it was like the white liberals, they're being like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to have our first woman president." Haha, Chillery or whatever, like being like super cringe. And the other guys are like, yeah, all right, we'll see how this goes.
yeah. It's like I think a lot of people that were Democratic in general were like, how could anyone vote for this Trump dude? But then those people were thinking about how much people in general didn't really like Hillary Clinton.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's like I didn't like her, but really didn't
It's
like
funny,
him.
Politics a lot of times is more about just how much you dislike the other candidate. Or
Yeah.
your voting is anyway. Like,
Lesser of two evils. If AOC ever runs for president, I will happily vote for
Oh,
her.
I would be
Like,
all over that.
Gladly.
I follow
Hell
her
yeah.
Instagram. Like she's brilliant.
yeah. Well, I like that she, actually has. I kind of wonder how with her, like, how do you put it? The old guard of like the Democrats, right, are pretty like
Establishment, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
establishment are pretty like on the grand scale of things pretty moderate, right? They're not even that far left, and they
Oh yeah. And in any other country they'd be considered centrists.
yeah.
Mhm. And some conservatives.
Yeah, like I think Obama was technically kind of more on the right side of things than he was on the left.
Mm-hmm.
But
He was pretty far right on this military, but social issues he did skew left.
yeah. So then,
But-
but they want to like still want to do bipartisan stuff and compromise and everything.
Unity.
Yeah, but then all these newer or people these days, whenever they talk about being left or Democrat, they're kind of like AOC. They're like, no, we want to pull everything back further to the left, you know, like, because it's like they don't like the more we try to compromise, right? Like the further right we just end up going, but we don't want to do that. It's kind of weird to see like, you know, when the establishment, as people sort of die off and we get new people coming in, what's actually going to happen, you know?
I'm ready for
excited.
it.
I don't want Sanders to go. I like
I
Sanders.
was
And
about
I,
to
at least
say, I was like, I'm gonna cry when Sanders kicks the bucket because
Yeah.
he's literally been the spearhead in like the progressive movement, getting people
He's-
to actually know,
he's worked
realize what's going on.
He's worked so hard his entire life for other
Yeah.
people.
and if you want to talk about a political outsider, he is a political outsider.
Mhm.
Like in my ambition class, we talked about there's kind of two ways to reach political power. There's like the internal way where you go to Yale and you meet the boys and your dad was governor, so it's like you go through the system. I mean, there's like less like antagonistic ways, whereas you go through the system, you start as like a city council member and then you go to like the state senate and you kind of like move your way through the game to amass power, like the Clintons and the Kennedys of the world. And then there's the outsider, which is like the activist. So like John Lewis, Bernie Sanders, AOC, like those people who were not political insiders. They were not playing the game. They weren't going through the normal structures. They were instead elected to power because people believed in them.
Mhm.
That's the
And
whole
people's-
grassroots movement, right?
Yeah, really. It really is. So I love seeing those kinds of people hit power. It's not a bad thing to like to take the internal route, especially if you do it right. It's not because of who you know, it's because you get elected based on a platform and you kind of move up as time goes on. But people on the outside are louder and more fun.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are more likely to seek out radical change instead of compromise.
I was just thinking,
I'm gonna interrupt
but
you
like-
guys.
yeah.
Just not that I don't want to talk about it. It's just I don't want us to have to stay up super late. So I figure we'll
I
just
hard cut up at midnight.
yeah. I was gonna say let's do some like just like after battle cleanup kind of stuff
Okay.
and like get a plan for what you guys are doing next, and then we'll call it.
That's
Okay.
good.
So you have taken a short rest, and Irina and Ismark have gathered some of the most precious things, a lot of like mementos from their parents, and they start to like collect some of the weapons that they've gathered in the armory. They each take a crossbow, they grab some stakes, they make sure you grab some stakes, so all of you add 5 wooden stakes to your inventory, except for Salaya and Maeve. You now have 10.
Woo!
Because you took some earlier.
Have a barbecue.
I started with, I think, I have like 9, actually, because my background. So
Well,
I
now
don't
you
know.
have 5 more.
All right. I guess I'll take it.
Just gonna start going.
Alright.
Dual will.
And
I
they...
now have a bag of holding, correct?
You should, yes.
Yeah.
And your bag of holding will last... I always forget... Artificers are so confusing for me. I read it like 6 times. And every time I'm like, but wait... You do have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
You did not get a short rest though because you used it making the bag of holding.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I don't think you need it. So you cannot create another bag of holding.
I would. I'm gonna put a bag of holding in my bag of holding.
Nope, don't do that.
I was
Break
gonna...
the time-space continuum.
No, actually, that's a thing. If you put a bag of holding within a bag of holding, or any 2 things that contain another dimension within inside of them, you create basically a black hole.
Nice. Okay.
Great way to just nuke the game if we ever like panic.
Yeah, like that's like a if there's a no way out, like suicide bomb.
If you like
Good to
turn
know.
the bag of holding inside out as well.
If you turn it out inside out, you dump everything that's in it out.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So
So
I guess usually when you want to get something out of the bag of holding, you have to reach in there
And think about it.
and think about it. So if you don't know what's in there, you actually can't get anything out.
Yeah, so it's if you find a bag of holding, you're like, oh, what's in here? You turn it inside out, and now you know.
I think there's also like they come out with like a certain velocity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, because if
Like,
they
I
find
remember
the things in there-
Reading about. Yeah, I remember people like weaponizing bags of holding by like being like, I'm gonna put all of my stakes in the bag of holding and then go, boom.
It's like
Huh.
a grenade kind of thing.
Astral plane. Interesting.
Yeah, so you do have another bag of holding. Good job. Okay, yeah. So you get to when you start a long rest, you can choose to imbue something differently or keep what you've already imbued.
Okay.
Okay, so you now have 2 bags of holding, but one of them is
Wait, no,
Keelix's.
I didn't want 2 bags of holding.
No, I mean
wanted
like
one.
as a group. As a group.
As a group. Okay.
You can
Mine's the body
only
bag.
imbue the same. You can only imbue one of one enchantment kind of thing.
Okay.
Like you
Gotcha.
cannot create 2 bags of holding. If you tried to create a second one, the other one would just become a normal bag.
Okay.
All right. So they've started gathering the corpses of what you have now identified as zombies, which they tell you are pretty common in this area.
That sucks.
Yeah, burn the dead. And they realized that the 2 horses that they kept and that they were planning to use to travel to Vallaki were both slaughtered by the wolves. So now they
Were
don't
any of
have
them
any horses.
chestnut brown?
It's all right, guys. We've got candy too.
Let's see.
Dozer's like silently crying.
I push it again.
One of them was chestnut brown actually,
Oh no.
No.
but they say they've had it for many years.
Okay.
Aw.
But yeah, so they're horses that weren't like amazing horses, but they were their horses. They're dead.
That sucks.
So instead, they start to strip the meat, what's left of it, what they can, and they actually start the process of making jerky, which will take a few. I think it takes like an hour or 2 to make jerky because you've got to smoke the meat, dry it out, and everything. It takes a minute.
They're gonna do that now.
I mean, if they don't do it now, the meat will rot.
Is it
Yeah.
dark? What time is it?
It is dark. It is probably after your short rest. It's maybe like 11 p.m.
Well, night's still
Are
young.
we? It's 11 p.m.
Yeah, because you guys went.
Oh, we still-
Because
You
they
bounced
were.
after like
Yeah, because like the battle was only maybe 2 minutes.
Well, we shouldn't travel at night, right?
You can do what you'd like.
I don't think we should. We should probably wait for daybreak.
Or
Or at the very least,
and I need to retcon what I said before. Vallaki is not 2 days away. It is 5.5 hours away.
oh, okay, okay.
It's much closer than I thought it was.
Alright, so we can leave like 6, get there midday. 6 a.m.
I guess we should go to the inn.
Well, if
Spend the rest-
they're going to be spending their time making the jerky, getting provisions, and carrying all of those dead bodies from the spike growth into the house and get it ready for kindling. And that is
I
not going
don't-
to be a short
I don't want
task.
to burn their dad and Bala with the zombies. That seems weird.
Fair enough.
Look at the back of the house and like, Vala.
Can we
and
can we start?
dead.
Yeah, like can we like just leave the shed open or something? No, can we start making like a pier, like a pyre? For the other
They,
two.
you can,
Start making a pew.
you guys decide to make a pyre for their father as well as Vala. So you can do that. They use the best wood that they can find from the house.
Bed, like the nice ass bedpost.
The
and
nice
shit.
beds, and you can see that this is. They're very much country folk in that they've accepted that these are things that are precious to us, but this is what has to be done, kind of thing. And they've kind of just like shoved the emotions back, and it's just like numbly going through what must be done. They're not very talkative. They're chopping up their beds, they're chopping up the furniture that belonged to their mother, they're chopping up their father's chair, and they're just doing what they have to do.
Okay.
And so this will take a few hours.
We should also probably track down some horses.
Ismark thinks about it for a minute, and he's like, It will be overpriced, but Bandrith will have one. Bildrith will have one. Have a few, probably.
Is that the merchant?
Yes.
Ew.
Oh.
Guess
You're not a fan of
Yeah.
children?
He's a thief. He
Ah.
charges arms and legs and takes the only food these people have.
I look back to the house full of dead bodies.
Yeah, like we
arms
could.
and legs. I'm sorry.
All right.
They don't get the joke.
Because. All right.
Can
All
I,
right.
since they're gonna be burning everything anyway, I'd like to go up back to Ismark's room and start looking around for stuff.
All right, give me an investigation check.
All right.
And
I
if
know
anyone
that there's
else,
furs, which is what I want.
if anyone else would like to pilfer the house, you can roll a group investigation check, or you can all roll.
Can I clear it with the two first and be like, can we look for stuff that we might need if we're gonna burn things anyway?
Take it. We've got what we need. Anything left you can have.
I'm already upstairs,
roll.
baby.
Okay, so this is a group check. You're gonna need, since there's 4 of you, you're gonna need 2 success to 2 failure. And never mind, you're good. A 20 and a 24. So,
I'll roll for funsies.
all right.
Helping.
Shove you out of the room. You're not helping.
Denisha?
We're helping.
Oh, wow. All
They're
right.
not part of our group. It's me and who got the nice one? Who got the nice?
Okay.
Your.
Yeah, it's me and your. We're
Your.
in it. You guys are in your own group.
No. we did a lot. We're helping.
All right. Let
Yeah, like,
me.
you guys
stuff
find
and,
things
like,
useful,
covering
and then
things.
you guys are like, "Wow, this dress must have been really pretty back when it was."
All right. Let's see what you find. You actually managed to uncover from the cupboard. You find 4 potions of water breathing.
Oh.
Cool.
And we're going to need to... I'm rolling on some tables because obviously I didn't prepare that.
Yo, Ismark, why do you have water breathing potions?
I've never seen that before. I don't know what that is. You find some... You do manage to find a decent number of furs. You find... You find 15 copper worth of furs, which isn't a great amount. But then you also find... Wow, that's a big jump. I actually have to double check what this is. Don't get excited.
I'm gonna go ahead and shove all the furs into my bag of holding. I'm not even gonna ask anyone.
You're just putting stuff in there because you can now.
Yeah. What else are you supposed to do with a bag of holding? Put dead bodies in it? I think Maeve's got that covered.
Not wrong. Electrum.
We do now have a body bag and a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Our goal is succeed.
I
We have
got-
succeeded.
Bones. I got corpse of a
Bury
friend.
those nurses' bones when I have the chance. No, they're just kind of here.
We can like
Mhm.
eat them into
Oh,
the
wait.
house with schools.
I
Or those
probably will.
puppies.
I will do that.
Put those in here. Those are the hobones. They don't need a proper burial.
The hobo. Anybody need like ground bone? Anything for like spell components?
So you
And
find
bone meal sounds like something May would eat.
16 gold.
Cereal.
Minecraft.
How
you,
much?
you
gold.
find 16 gold worth of silverware and like pitchers and silver of silver.
I just see. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just see Keyless going on being like, ugh. Just.
Yeah, because they do not have a bag of holding. They chose the necessities. So yeah, and then you find 7 gold worth of jewelry. So not a whole lot, but some nice. And then you actually managed to find a very, very nice necklace that has a ruby. And Keelix, you actually... No, sorry, Yor got the higher one, right? Yeah, Yor got the 24. So, Yor, you actually find this underneath Irina's bed. Kind of, like, stuffed away. Like, you had dropped something and you, like, looked underneath and you're like, oh, hey, what's this? And it is beautiful. It is a golden chain with a large ruby. About the size... what's a good comparison? That's too big. Nah. About this big. So, big ass ruby. Big ass ruby.
Fancy.
Is it magically beautiful or just regularly beautiful?
Detect magic, and I'll tell you.
Can I just arcana check it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to create a spiel.
Burn a spell to check out this ruby.
See, like,
You're not
magic
sure.
equivalent to- I can't even. How is it?
It's just beautiful. It is just like it catches the light just right. Like this is nice. You do so you all know that even if you can't identify things, if you take the time and use it, you will know what the object does. If it is
Well.
magical.
I will hold on to that. I'll pocket it. So I'll
Okay.
put that in my inventory. I
So
have no idea how much it's worth. Right?
You don't know.
But it looks like a lot, huh?
It's a big ass ruby. You're like, why? And it does make you question, why the fuck does this farm girl have this big ass ruby?
Well, I guess I could show it to her.
It's a gift from Strahd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you show her the ruby?
Yeah, I'll say like, hey, are you sure you don't want this necklace? I found it while I was looting your room.
You see her face turns white. And she's like, do you think if I wanted it, I would have taken it? Get that out of my sight. Throw it away. Burn it.
Oh God, what is it?
Yeah, what is it? What are you freaking out for?
He gave it to me.
Ew.
Oh.
Toss it in the body pile.
Well, we can sell it, maybe, can't we? I just want to make sure it's not.
I don't care what you do with it. I just don't want to see it. And she walks away to go haul some more dead bodies onto the kindling.
I don't think that merchant dude would take it.
I'll hold on to it for now.
Trade it for some horses.
I'll give you one ruby necklace for a horse. Why not? Maybe that'll work. Cool.
We're gonna get whatever the opposite of smote is.
All right. Is there anything I put? I can. Yep, I can spell. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? Currently, you're just. getting the house together. By the time you finish, before you actually set the pyres on fire, and you have managed to get most of the bodies within the house. Eventually, you guys just gave up because it made you sick. Because they're in different states of decomposition. And like, yeah. Maeve,
we got this one.
Maeve is fine. And it's not so much the smell, it's like the fluid, decomposition, the fluid, the noun. And then
I
like,
didn't want to finish my sandwich. It's cool.
and like as they were like climbing over each other, they were just like, the spikes would go through them and it's just covered and it's disgusting.
Setting it all on fire.
I'd like to make a note that I employed Candy too to take care of my share of body hauling.
All right. So this is going to take you about 6 hours
To what? Haul the bodies?
to haul all the bodies.
Okay.
And like in the midst of this, like while you're hauling bodies, like Ismark is taking care of the nastiness of the bodies, and Irina's been like taking all of the wolves and the horse meat and turning it into jerky.
No, we were in that dire need of food, but okay.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to be prepared.
You do you, jerky girl.
Get out of my face. You're still disgusting.
Never.
You were useless. You didn't even help. You just sat in your room like a coward.
Hey, look. Little Candy too is hauling up all
Don't
the
make
bodies that I
excuses,
fucking-
skinny boy.
You know what? Whatever. I'm gonna walk away because I have all her furs and silverware.
Yeah. So how should we? Or we can talk about this after, I guess. But who's holding what? Should we just distribute everything?
That's up to you guys. Do you want to do it now or after we end?
You can do it after we end. We can like throw it in Discord and we can deal with it.
Okay.
What was it? It was 4 potions
I have it written down.
of
It was
water.
5
Okay.
potions.
All right. Yeah. Someone who wrote it down.
Was it 5 or 4 potions?
It was
Says
4
I'm
potions.
Oh,
The
4.
worst.
Oh.
Those are not here. He doesn't get a potion of water breathing.
You should have done something if you wanted to help.
Yeah, we can give him as much shit as we're giving Helix.
Yeah. All right. So, would you like to say any words?
Oh, we're not. Should we save burning Vala's body? This is meta. Should we save burning Vala's body for when Jonathan gets back, since it's his character?
I mean,
shit.
Jonathan did say you can just throw her out. You can toss her. He doesn't care.
He doesn't
He moves on real quick when his
care.
character swaps. He gets bored of characters and gets asked for them to get killed off. Like,
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah, before we. Okay, I didn't know we were already at the burning thing. I'd like to make a case that before we burn the body, we should
Just one more
take
time?
Vala's armor. We should take Vala's armor.
we should take everything
So,
that we might need from Vala.
I would like to take Vala's armor.
okay, so I will actually tell you everything that Vala has.
Yeah.
The
All right, I
benef-
got Discord out.
All right, as soon as where's my button? I'm okay.
There's both the big swords come down. Sorry, that's still stuck in my head.
I love that so much. All right, so Vala has 5 javelins,
Jesus. Okay.
Where is she keeping them?
a longsword, and then there was Lightbringer, but you have given that to Ismark for now. Chainmail, a shield, 10
You're
10
good, keep going.
1-day rations. 10 1-day
Ration.
rations. A potion of healing. Backpack, water skin. Bedroll, dice set. Emblem, mess kit. 50 feet of hempen rope. A tinderbox. 3 torches. And 410 gold.
Dibs.
I didn't get all that, but but it looks like
I got you. Kind of.
looks like you got it.
Alright, so that is everything that Vala has.
Okay.
Jonathan didn't just. I guess you don't really get to like keep the gold from your dead character.
Nope. It is not Dozer's. He's a new character.
All right, so we can split up the gold.
Can we use the gold to buy new horses?
Ah, word.
Not a bad idea.
So 410. I sure we don't want to just give it to John, but it's cool.
We
So-
could, but would our characters? Like, I hate to be an asshole, but we can split it 5 ways so Dozer gets a cut if we don't spend it on the
You
horses.
just don't have to give him the same share as you guys if you don't want to. You can still give him something.
What's left after getting the horses?
Okay.
So if
Are
you were to
we
split it
calling
up-
dibs already? Are we dibbing up right now?
Yeah, you guys can. Or let's save that for the end.
Okay.
Unless there's something you guys absolutely want to do. Because we're going to stop after this so that Jonathan can be a part of the bartering if that comes into play.
Are we? So we're going to. The last little bit here is just setting
Burning.
the fire.
Yeah. Say any words you would like to say goodbye to Vala.
I don't say words. I don't draw the weapon. I summon it into my hands, and I kneel, and I emote at the sword. It's kind of like, just please make this easy.
Mm. Okay.
Like, I don't know, watch over them or whatever in this weirdness.
Yeah, I just prepare Vala's body as neatly and respectfully as I can, so she looks nice on the pyre.
Okay.
I like to come up. I look like I'm gonna say something. Not gonna say anything. I'm gonna use my rat dagger that I picked up. Do you remember that? The dagger with the rat skull pommel? I'm gonna cut off a lock of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Knew it was coming. I was like, is he
Yep.
going to try to kiss her? Is he going to do something weird? Yep. Knew that was coming.
I just
Yeah.
judge Helix.
I judge Helix.
I look up, I see the judgment. I'm like, what? I just step back.
All right.
I have a holy symbol of some sort, and I say a solemn prayer quietly to myself to send Vala on.
All right.
Are we good? Everyone okay? Everyone done?
Well, you all are saying your goodbyes to Vala. Ismark and Irina say their own quiet, very private prayers and farewell to their father. And then they each light a torch. And then however many of you who would like to light a torch, you may as well.
Or
Sure.
Okay.
I got torches.
I think you should all have at least 5.
I'll use Vala's torch.
Okay. So you all light a torch. They put their torches within the kindling they've set for their father, and they wait until it lights, and then they throw their torches into their home.
I'll walk along the side and drag my sword along the side of the.
Is Dozer with us?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
You just hear him screaming. It's like,
What's happening?
So-
Jonathan, make a new
Someone woke
character.
him up, right?
And it's like, oh, Jonathan, sorry, gotta roll a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
didn't get to see what he.
Dozer is with you guys. None of you know what he can do because you did not get to see him fight. Is he a rogue? Is he a ranger? Is he something else altogether? You never know. All right, but that is that. That's where we'll start. You'll make your way when we start again to Bildris Mercantilism. And we'll see
Those
how
did
that
not
goes.
sound like words.
They were words.
I know. I know.
And good luck with that.
Yay.
All right. So we will divvy up Vala's things. What would you all like?
I don't think I need anything besides the gold.
I want all of her armor,
Okay.
the javelins,
I can make an argument for the healing potion, but that's it.
and the shield, and her emblem.
Okay. So you have her emblem, javelins, shield, and armor. Is there anyone who would like to contest that?
I mostly just don't want to give Keelix anything, but that's it. That's, like, my character doesn't think you deserve it, but I'm fine with it as a person.
That's fine. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about what you think I do and do not deserve.
As is the custom. Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll
Alright,
say
so-
like Celaya looks at Keelix grabbing for the armor and just like shakes like ew. Like, what are you doing with that? Why do you have her hair? Why do you have her emblem? What do you?
Just do you ask any of this? Like, why do you have this?
All right. Who wants
Yeah,
the?
literally.
Do you want to know? Do you really want to know?
So you still have
Oh,
the
okay.
rations. Why can't I say that word? Rations.
I don't know.
And there's the rations, the healing potion, and then just having an extra water skin's never a bad idea. You never know what's gonna happen.
Put it in one of our bags.
I mean, you all could just like throw it in the bag of holding. Either Maeve's or Keelix's, who's ever willing to.
I don't trust Keelix.
Okay. And then if you decide you need it later on, or if you want to try and sell it, that's also something you can do.
Oh, I want to take her dice set too.
Okay.
Gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons.
You don't need to know.
Some humans in offices. All right. So with that, we will end that. And I will stop recording.